What's going on, YouTube? This is What Would Josh Do, and I have an exciting video for you guys today. So I didn't even know PowerAdd was sending this to me, but I checked my mailbox and boom, there it was. So let's go ahead and open it up. Huge thank you to PowerAdd. They did provide this unit to me. I have a almost 2,500 mile trip coming up. Move actually. So this thing is going to be extremely helpful. You know, each night when I go to a hotel, I can go ahead and charge this sucker up and it should get me through the rest of the day. So, I mean, then this is what this stuff is for. You don't have access to a power outlet, or maybe there is power outlets, but not very many of them. This is super freaking exciting. Only for US version, it's the instruction booklet on how everything works, what errors might pop up, and etc. So, let's go ahead and just open it up like this. That makes it a whole lot easier. This is really freaking cool. This is like super freaking exciting, guys. I'm going to be able to use this on my Move, and I'm not going to have to worry about anything not having power. So, it's got a little handle to carry it. This is just for the unboxing, and there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Oh my goodness. So, one of the exciting things that I didn't realize till, literally right before I was unboxing, I was like, hey, is this the one that has the snap on top where you literally have a power outlet for your house? I should be able to power my Chromebook's little power supply because it doesn't draw much power at all. And I can go ahead and power my Chromebook with this big giant battery here. So, I'm not quite sure what that is for. But in here, we have a whole bunch of stuff. We can charge this thing up using our car. So if you have, if you're not using your battery, you can go ahead and charge it up in the car. And then we've got this little guy. So you plug it into the DC out and you can power, other stuff with the adapters that's in here. It does have a Type-C cable. Very awesome. Very awesome. And in here, we've got a whole bunch of little tips. So I'm assuming this will go on this, and we can power our laptop with this guy, with the DC output that's on it. And we've also got a little tiny micro USB cable here. We're going to go ahead and charge up a couple phones before we end the video. And here's the little tip you're going to throw on here to be able to charge up your stuff. Now, I'm going to need to go ahead and label this so I know what it goes to, but in case you lose the power adapter that comes with it, looks like it's outputting 20 volts at 2 amps. That's what I think it says. So there you go. You should be able to read that very clearly on the video. I'm going to go ahead and get my little labeler and label it. And that's about it. So taking a look at it, looks like 12 volts at 5 amps. We've got an on thing here, so it just lit up blue. And then we've got our 19 volts at 4 amps on this side, our standard USB ports, and then a quick charge one. And it looks like we do have a fuse that we can replace if we blow it. And we've got a nice little readout on how much battery is left. And then we have a DC in 12 volts to 24 volts. So that's pretty awesome. We can go ahead and hook up the car charger right there. And we can go ahead and charge this sucker up in our car. That way it's ready to go whenever we get out of our car. And it looks like we have some replacement fuses in here as well. That's pretty awesome that they went ahead and thought about that and gave you some to boot to start with. And we have a light. Whoa, holy crap. I was not expecting that. Does it have a different mode if I hold it? It does. It has an SOS. Cool. So holding it again does that. So we got a power button. Powers up those ports, and they're lit up too, which is cool. I like that. And on that side, we have those LEDs. Oh my goodness. Those things are so stinking bright. So you can... Oh, okay, so it's got, you can feed it this way or move it over and feed it that way. And it lights up to let you know that that's happening. Or you could just turn it off. And it looks like on this side, we actually have a little guy here that hides. I'll have to read the instructions, but we do have a little thing that flips out here, so I'm not quite sure what that would be used for. Oh, okay, there we go. That makes perfect sense, so move that over, flip this out, and set it down on it. And then screw this in. And now we have another DC out, 9 to 12.6 volts here. And we can turn that on. All right, to test this real quick, we're going to grab our little Chromebook here. And we're gonna go ahead and plug it in. And now it says we are charging. Very awesome. I mean, our battery is full. It's hard to see on camera, but our battery is full, so it's not gonna charge anymore. It's charging, so let's go ahead and unplug it. And it stops charging. Plug it back in. We're charging, and we can turn it off. And now it's not charging anymore. So that is pretty freaking exciting and awesome. I'm very, very thankful that I have this. This is going to help a lot on our move, and I'm going to always have some battery for my laptop and for almost anything that, you know, needs to be plugged into that inverter there. We've got an emergency light if we, you know, have no other way of providing light, and we can go ahead and charge up some phones. Let's do that real quick. Let's take this Type-C cable here, plug it into that quick charge port, the blue one there, and we'll plug this into the bottom of our phone. We do need to turn the power on to the port. We have 37%. And now it says it's fast charging. Let's turn my brightness down so you can see that. It says we are fast charging off of this guy right here. So that's pretty awesome. That's just my little backup sensor in my car. I did a video on that. You can check it out if you want to. But it says we're fast charging. Our battery is almost full, so there's going to not charge as fast as if it was really low. But we do have fast charging. We can take that other USB port here, plug it in, plug this into our phone, and now we are charging at a normal speed. I posted my little Raspberry Pi case I got today on my Instagram. If you're not following my Instagram, please do so. You won't regret it. But there's my, battery. It's charging on my phone right now. So we've got our Note 8 fast charging here, and we have our Note 5 just normal charging. And if you wanted to switch them around and fast charge the Note 5 and slower charge the Note 8, you could do that, or whatever you want. And you've got two more things. So you can, power a little USB light, a USB fan, and then go ahead and charge up a laptop or anything that takes this outlet here. Let's turn that on. And with our two phones still charging over here, with that on and with the inverter powered on, go to our laptop here and we can verify that it is currently charging. So it's doing my laptop. I could be tethering my phone's, LTE through Wi-Fi to my Chromebook here and charging my phones and my Chromebook at the same time. So hopefully I have showed you the potential of this. Obviously there's more. You've got the DC out to directly power your computer through DC out versus using the inverter, which you will get more out of the battery if you're not using the inverter and you're using the DC out. And then you've got multiple different ways to charge it. Before somebody asks, let's figure out if we could go ahead and charge it. It did cut off the power to my phones here, but the inverter is still going and my laptop is still charging. And you can't really, if I unplug it and cut on the power, now things are going to start charging. With it plugged in, it will not charge through the USB ports, but if you unplug it and you press the power button, now both phones are going to start charging again. My inverter's still going. So the inverter never gets interrupted, just the USB ports when you plug it in. That's pretty cool. I will have a link to purchase this in the description below if you want to get one of these for yourself. Huge thank you to PowerAdd. You guys are awesome. I'm enjoying using more and more of your products, and this will be something that definitely gets pulled out on road trips. And like I said, I've got to drive, about 3, maybe even 4 days, an almost 2,500 mile trip. And I only have one outlet in my car, and I usually use that for my dash cam. So I can keep my laptop going, and I can keep my phones charged and everything topped off. This is awesome. This is really, truly awesome. Again, links to this will be in the description below. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're not doing so already. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. This is What Would Josh Do, and I'm out.